Dang, son. All right, audio's fixed. Strap podcast.
Strappqcast.
Strappcast. Okay, so here's the thing about the Strappcast channel. I made it, but
You made a channel?
Yeah.
Is this it?
no.
Okay.
I tried to start a live stream on the Strapcast channel. Go subscribe to that, by the way, so we don't have to stream to nobody for like 18 videos. Anyways, I tried to live stream on that, and it was like, verify your phone number. So I did that. And of course, we have no service here, so I had to wait like 18 minutes for it to go through with the verification code.
Is that what you were doing outside the whole time?
We were
Yeah.
making coffee.
We're making.
And
I already drank all mine.
and
I'm chewing on the straw now.
after I verified the code,
Did you get rid of yours?
I clicked on the X off the verification page, and it was like, oh yeah, you have to wait 24 hours before you can actually live stream.
You made that?
We have 3 viewers. Holy crap! What's up, y'all?
How?
Because we're on the strap.
Yeah. We have like 70
We're
subscribers.
strapped up.
70. Bricked them hard.
All right.
Give us literally just
Go grab your Cheez-Its.
anybody in the chat say one word, and we will see how long we can talk about that one word.
We.
We may be
Hi.
here.
Hi.
No,
All
that
right.
doesn't count.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
There's nothing better. Not cheese either, Jacob. You better not say cheese. Or yeet or oot.
I said don't.
Yeah, he said it better.
Okay. While we're waiting on somebody to give us a suggestion on what to talk about, let's tell them about the stream tomorrow, Ian.
Hang on. Hold. Pause. Hang on just a minute. Talk.
Strap's birthday was May 28th, and I don't think a single person wished us happy birthday. I'm very disappointed in our 70 subscribers.
Donkey.
Donkey. Which
Donkey.
donkey?
So-
Like Donkey from Shrek.
That's what I was thinking.
Daddy
Donkey
from
from
Shrek.
Y'all know that guy's name?
I don't remember it, but
Eddie Murphy.
Isn't it like
It doesn't
Michael
work.
Keaton?
We're talking about Eddie Murphy?
We
Oh,
looked
you're
up-
talking about his full name.
No.
we looked up Donkey's full name one time, and it pulled up like
Isn't it like Donquilius?
No. It's like bait, shank bait.
That's right. It was like
Oh, the Mattel.
Okay, no, I got
it
it.
was shank bait.
No, it wasn't. Kensington, Lexington, Braithwaite the Third.
Kensington, Lexington, Braithwaite the Third.
Yeah,
Braithwaite.
Eddie Murphy does voice in them, but that's not what I was talking about.
No, I'm
A whole lot easier if I wasn't colorblind.
pretty sure it's Michael Keaton.
That's what you're
Just gag on
Are you
straws.
deep throating them straws over there?
To the
Shallow
highest.
Oh.
Just
Shallow
shallow.
floating.
Only to the uvula.
Anyways, y'all need to stop right now. Look up Strapcast. I'm pretty sure you can't find it right now. But
No,
if you
stay on
find
the
it,
view.
No, you have to go there and then come right back.
I don't think you can find the channel if you haven't made a video yet.
I think you can.
No, because I tried to look up Blake's channel one time and I couldn't find it.
We'll look it up right now.
Because Blake is a loser.
Let's talk about Blake.
Meg,
Yeah.
who let you back in the house?
Tomorrow around 12 o'clock, we're gonna have a birthday stream. I know I've already said that like 4 times, but
Making sure.
Yeah,
that
we're gonna
people
go as
know.
long as we can.
It is really hot in here. How to beat that
You're hot.
coffee?
Had to
Mine's
be that
gone.
coffee? Oh, it's pretty good.
My
well,
coffee is
bread smells
about
like coffee now.
1/3 full.
What was
I don't even know what that means. How do be that cup? I mean, it's great.
My coffee is amazing.
Can somebody save me from this?
My
heart
coffee's
attack?
terrible. Caleb, can you pat your donut and let me take
Yeah,
it?
you cannot find the channel right now.
Dude, mine's terrible.
Ian, give me CPR.
I'll try it for you.
Oh, try mine? Why would you try
I want to
mine?
try it.
Did it work?
Pass it over.
My,
We're
I'm
just
using
gonna.
liquid creamer. I didn't realize that.
What did you do to that? That don't even look right from
Hey,
over
y'all
here.
scoot this
That
a little
looks
bit.
pink.
You
Caleb,
just
scoot
stuck
this
your
way
tongue in it.
Caleb,
I'm still
scoot this way a little
thirsty.
bit. Caleb,
Well,
scoot
the
this way a
coffee
little
ain't gonna do nothing. Coffee
The
is
coffee
for the
is
taste.
the coffee is gonna dehydrate you. Hey, I do know one thing we can do though. I can chug a water bottle.
In 4.5 seconds.
bit. How? Place your bet now. Place your bets now.
Wait,
How
what did he
fast
say?
can chug water?
Caleb.
Can chug water. All right. We need to. Well,
That's
this
your
is-
name now.
Don't
Chug
chug
water.
We need
How fast can chug water? Chug water.
This ain't bad, Caleb.
we need
You
to find
tried
a
it yet.
straw. Should I
I
go?
I
licked
tried
it,
it.
and it tasted the same as mine.
It's not bad, Caleb. Do you not like it?
No.
Dude, the ball's so
freaking
long.
Come Caleb.
No, I'm
Scoot over a
drinking
little
it.
Frick,
Caleb,
no.
scoot this way.
Give me my coffee.
Caleb, scoot this
Scoot this
way.
way.
It tastes like the exact same as
Put it
mine.
3 times. We only talked about Donkey for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, we
No,
did.
wait, my coffee is.
There's a ball on the roof over there.
Let's talk about who else.
That
Eddie Murphy.
thing is stuck.
Let's talk about balls.
Who else? Eddie
I
Murphy.
threw that ball. I threw the ball on the roof probably 20 minutes ago. It hasn't moved.
Oh, he plays this one movie that I
It
didn't like
hasn't
with
got
Adam Sandler.
unstuck.
It was pretty bad.
He's in Mulan.
Really?
He's the little dude. Ain't
Yeah, he's the dragon.
little dragon dude.
Mushu the dragon.
he? I've never seen that movie.
Mushu's hilarious.
That's good.
He's the best part of the whole movie.
How do you remember that?
None of it's very because he's the only good part.
That's true. That's
Who
true.
is?
Eddie Murphy, Mushu the dragon.
Are we
He
gonna-
talks about dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on your cow. Remember that?
I rebuke you. I rebuke your mama. I rebuke your cat.
Cow.
Cat.
It says cow.
We're talking about something completely different though.
You did it in like an Eddie Murphy voice.
No, it's you remember those old movies, the Thou Shalt Laugh or something?
Not laugh.
Thou shalt not laugh. No, it was the guy whose name was Bone Hampton. But he was talking about like when he breaks up with a girl, he's like, I don't want nothing to do with you. And he's like, I rebuke you, I rebuke your mama, I rebuke your cat.
That's
Ugh.
pretty rough.
I rebuke a cat.
Approximately 3 times a day, I have unprotected dew with your mother.
Unprotected dude.
Sometimes
Lucas
I forget to,
Hawthorne.
and I make it up the next day.
No.
Hey, okay, that I don't know. You were saying something
No,
about like
this is okay for
unprotected do your mom or whatever. That just for some reason made me think.
do your mom.
Whenever I was in high school, so you know how Corbin Williams, his mom was Williams. Corbin Williams' mom was Rebecca.
She's
Well,
great.
yeah.
she's
Oh, I
like
love
one
her.
of my
But
favorite
I
t-shirts.
don't know if I should say this anymore.
Yeah,
Anyways, so
She had sex with every student in the school. I'm just kidding.
balls.
That is a lie.
back to my story. So Corbin was walking down the hall, and you know Baker and Rebecca ended up getting married, but like. Corbin would walk down the hall and he'd say, "Hey Baker, what you been up to?" And he'd just say, "Banging your mom," in the middle of the school, like just because he married his mom. But like it was so funny because Corbin would get so mad, but he couldn't do anything about it. But every day, he was like, "Hey Corbin, banging your mom."
Victor totally would. I can't believe you.
Can I finish what I was saying?
No,
The
First 2 words for Lucas Hawthorne. Just let me finish.
Okay, it's gotta be good.
Rebuked you for
That has to be
So
golden.
I remember today we were weed eating a spot, and he turned on his weed eater like twice.
That's
And
more than that.
probably like 6
Without turning it off.
who said
No,
turned on his weed eater?
He yeah. He flicked it up and then looked at the grass that needed to be weed eated and was like, Caleb can do it. So I did. And his weed eater broke again. Broke it.
Then he turned it back on. I wasn't.
It was a great story.
That's
Good
the third weed eater
story.
He broke it. He break no, that's not the first time. You know,
Oh.
finish. He weed eats way less than anybody else. He knows it. And he breaks literally like 2 weed eaters a week.
It's so true. Yesterday he was walking down the hill with his lunch and he fell down and then went to Darriette. Like he did absolutely nothing. He was walking down the hill. He was walking down the hill and he's holding his lunch in a box right here. And I hear he trips and he goes, ah! And I turn around and look at him. And his lunch is sitting on the ground. And then we keep walking and I hear he tears out and goes up the hill and driving off. He just left and went to Darriette.
Are you talking about the hill that goes down to the trucks?
Yeah, he got all the way there.
That's like a 5 or 6 minute walk.
What? This is from the
What would you call it?
from the Gremlin hut down to the bottom?
No.
Yes.
He got his food from. Where did y'all drive?
Why did we allow Caleb in this?
What?
I'm kidding.
Whenever we were walking,
We have one
had to walk in the
viewers.
cafeteria.
One viewers. It's Jacob.
Jacob.
I know who it is.
Jacob, what do we need to talk about?
He didn't even spell coffee right. It's 2 E's, Jacob. It's
What?
Coffee.
Cuff.
Tell me how to spell
COFFIE.
I spelled Jacob with 2 E's.
Yeah.
Jacob.
E. Jacob.
Let's What's stirring your coffee? It's gonna get more watered down.
Peanut butter.
Dude,
I'm just
whenever I
wondering.
had COVID like 2 years ago, peanut butter, once I finally got my taste back, everything was messed up. But the thing that broke my heart the most was peanut butter tasted like burnt cardboard for like half a
I
year.
didn't know what that tastes like.
Dude, you know the smell whenever you're burning boxes?
Yeah.
That is exactly what peanut butter tasted like.
How?
I don't know. Like everything was messed up. Beans and stuff tasted like rotten. There was something. Toothpaste tasted like soap. Whenever I brushed my teeth,
Okay.
it was literally like I just
What about
squirted
the
soap on
sushi?
it. It was terrible.
I
Oh,
did that one time.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen.
I
I threatened myself with doing that one.
Okay, listen. I
I
was
was
at my
like, Caleb,
grandma's.
you dare me to do this? And he was like, no, I'm going to do it. He was like, no, don't do that. Take it from me.
I was like 8 years old. Shut up. I was like
I'm listening to you. You know?
8 years old at my grandma's house. She didn't have any toothpaste in the guest bathroom. I wasn't about to walk back to her bedroom to get some toothpaste that I had to squeeze for 8 minutes because there was nothing left in it. So I seen the hand soap sitting there. It was a little squirt dispenser, and it was like honey lavender or something. So I was like, squirted it on there. I sat there and basically whimpered the whole time I was brushing.
You
my teeth.
actually did it?
Yeah.
Was it good?
No.
I have two funny.
How long did it
things.
take it to get out?
die.
One time I decided to brush my teeth in the dark.
What?
And I was like really tired. So I squirted because we had to like squirt hand soap, the foamy stuff. So I squirted that on my toothbrush, not knowing it wasn't toothpaste.
What?
What toothpaste do you squirt
Yeah,
out?
I was talking about it. It reminded me of this. This
How
was
old
so
were you?
long, like maybe 4.
Okay.
So and I held it up to my
I don't
mouth.
remember this.
My dad turned the light on and slapped it out of me. He's like, "What the is that?" I think he said crap, but anyway. And then another time, this was like, this isn't like one time. I used to have a toothbrush that would play like music.
What?
It was a big, it was a
I've
big
seen,
deal.
I've
ads
seen
about that.
commercials for it. Yeah.
And it lasts for like
I
2
remember
minutes.
once
You're
more.
supposed to brush your teeth for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'd turn it on, brush my teeth, song would start, and I'd put it back. I brushed my teeth for like 5 seconds.
Dude, whenever I was younger,
I would listen to the music as I took a shower.
Whenever
No,
me and
no joke.
Whenever me and Jake were younger, we used to brush our teeth in the same bathroom. So I would always race to get done before we did, because I was scared that people were watching me through like the bathroom window.
That's why. No offense, but
And
you know.
I brushed my teeth for probably maybe 15 seconds, put it back, and sprinted out of the bathroom. Then my mom made me go brush my teeth again.
I remember this was like an everyday thing. She would make him come into the living room and like, let me see your teeth, and he'd be like, mm-mm. She would always send him back, and like so every night Ben had to brush his teeth twice because he never did it good the first time.
That's funny.
I remember one time I really didn't want to take a shower and mom told me to. Anyway, I don't know how old I was. But I went to the bathroom and turned the water on for like 10 seconds and then walked out. She was like, "Did you actually take a shower?" And I confessed that time. I was like, "No, I didn't." So I went back in there and turned it on some more. And then came out and she was like, "Why is your hair so..." That was longer that time, so it was a little more believable. She was like, "Why is your hair still so dry?" I said, "I dried it off really good that night." Then she got on, obviously, and then I actually had to take a shower.
She's
probably
wasted
watch
time. I blow dried it that time.
All right, back to brushing teeth. I've remembered this multiple times throughout my life, but we were staying at a hotel one time, and I just remember seeing a commercial, or no, it was probably a movie, but this guy was like out of toothpaste, and so what he did, he took his toothbrush, he threw a peppermint on top, and then squirted soap, and he started brushing his teeth like that. And I think he ended up throwing up, but like I think about that from time to time. I was like, I wonder what that would be like. Just you throw a peppermint on there, throw some soap on your toothbrush, and you just go at
I don't
it.
think you'd be able to taste the peppermint.
No,
It'd
probably
be like
not.
a very
but
bitter, not very tasty
I
peppermint.
don't know.
crunch
but
up the
my
peppermint.
tooth-
You're literally brushing your teeth with soap and sugar.
My toothbrush's music was Darth Vader.
Was
His
the
intro, whatever it's called.
The
Imperial
Down,
March.
Imperial March, yeah.
For 2 minutes.
John Williams.
Did
my
you
boy.
get to-
shower to
You
that.
get to pick what it was?
Those are the best showers ever. What?
Did you get to pick what the song was?
No. And it would glow red too. It was awesome. It had a picture of Darth Vader on it. Glue red.
Glue?
Blue red?
Glowed red.
Glowed. Glue. It's
That's
glue
weird.
red.
That's a weird
That
word.
sounds terrible. Glowed
Well,
red.
glue doesn't sound any better.
It kind of doesn't right now. To
Hey,
me.
dude, that would be a great topic. Just think of words that are, we could make like past tense that are not actual. I mean, squoze and squoke are two of the best. Like, squeak, no, or squeaked, no, it's squoke.
Oh crap! I was thinking about that the other day.
Drew, no, it's
Spit,
Dro.
it's spoke.
Work
drew
out.
that.
Spoke.
No, it's jaundice.
What?
Yeah.
Spoke for spit.
Spoke.
You can't say, you can't say spitted.
Spout.
It's spat.
Yeah,
That's funny. By
I like
itself.
spout though. I spoke that
Deer?
out.
No. Deer.
Door.
That might be my favorite.
Door. You know, there's no past tense of deer.
Literally just said.
Well, Jake, you said door.
I don't know what I was doing.
I'm pretty sure I said
There's
deer.
not a
They
past
just
tense of a
deered
noun.
away. Those deer were just like deer. Eventually they made it.
Guitar. I'm gonna tell a story about.
isn't called a
Roundhouse. You roundhouse you in the face. No, I roundhose him.
Yes.
I love using roundhouse as a verb. Think anybody wants a roundhouse to the face with these bad boys on? Forget about it.
Is that Batman or something?
Napoleon
It's
Dynamite.
It's Rex Kwando.
Oh yeah,
Then they were
American
like-
Pants.
Punched a girl
I
in the
love
face.
that guy.
What?
No.
Oh, it was Kip.
It was
He
cute.
kept on beating him up and he was like,
Yeah.
you want to step back down?
Can I get a
He beat
volunteer?
up Uncle Rico because he was like putting pots on. I don't know how to.
Nipples.
Caleb, I swear.
Wait, that's
Are
illegal.
you done with us?
No
nipples
on spleen.
It's not good.
I bet it is, and you just don't like it.
Don't like
Caleb, you're like the pickiest.
Hey, here's our
I'm
second
not
viewer.
picky. I try
Say your name
things, I
right
just
now.
Don't like them.
Say it.
Put.
Go watch our birthday stream tomorrow. You'll have plenty
He
of
said
chances,
I'm not
'cause it's gonna
picky. I
be
just
really
don't
long.
like it.
Okay,
That's
the
not my
second,
fault.
the second viewer,
I
just
tried
say
'em.
hi.
Ben.
Boot.
Monopoly.
No.
Then why were we gonna try?
Because that was 10 o'clock, not 12.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, imagine
Give us a
starting-
topic. Give us a topic. Any topic.
We'll play Monopoly tomorrow during the really long stream if y'all want to go out and support
Meet
those
today.
bad boys.
Just swapping.
It's 11:53.
Just swapping.
In about 12 hours, we're about to do a 12-hour stream. Hopefully.
12-hour ish.
It's pretty much just however long a stream we can survive.
Yeah.
Not long.
We should be good
Wait. 12.
Stream your workout.
because we have football at 9.
I gotta make my
Like
schedule at 1.
11.
So that sucks.
Yeah.
That's not going to take that long. We're
We
probably
can-
going to play
We can
basketball.
stream Ben making his schedule for sophomore year.
Damn!
I already have it made.
We could literally go to Hot Springs and stream us playing.
Chicken Warrior. I don't know.
Ben! I'm sure that's what he's talking about.
Ben,
Ben,
do it.
demonstrate.
Stormtrooper.
Put something
come
over your
over
head.
in the middle.
Where? Oh, there's a pool in the middle.
That'll work.
Why is it got stuff wrapped around it?
Why
Jacob,
does it have a flag
I
around it?
know this is what you're talking about.
I see Chicken Warrior. I think Robot Chicken, and I think the Stormtrooper.
Chicken Warrior is
No.
what Ben's about to do. How old do you think you were when you came out?
I don't know, but it was when he looked like a fish.
You look like Chicken Little.
You look like Chicken Little.
Oh yeah.
The picture
Dude, that
of
makes
him-
sense. Chicken Warrior, Chicken Little.
the T-ball picture on one of y'all's shelves.
Does that mean you
Got his
agree?
ankles turned to like inwards, and his head's like.
And I'm like this big.
Saying I look like Chicken Little. Chicken Little's a coward, and I am not a coward.
Oh, so funny.
That was a good topic.
Vine.
Oh, he laughed.
I'm guessing that's what he meant. Jacob, you have 8 comments.
We love you.
Oh man. Turns out this is just Miss Aaron.
She loves the chicken warrior.
She used to like sit there and like peer at us through binoculars, and we'd be like, "Chicken warrior, chicken warrior." We'd do that, and she'd just chuckle to herself.
Just do that for fun.
What was the one guy?
What did you just say?
Brad while he's doing it.
He's drinking raw eggs.
That was too accurate.
All he done in my work's like 4 hours in a chicken coop. He gets like 67 cents.
It's less than $1 an hour.
It's like $6. It's like $1 an hour. And he paid him in change, dude.
$6 an hour.
He said he didn't have a checkbook for $6.
I don't have my checkbook. For $6. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. I don't even think they could probably not understand
Yeah,
that.
probably not. There's no way anybody.
It's alright,
did
that was funny.
Really funny.
Dude, I got a headache now.
My throat's been
Probably
hurting
for my
a while.
freaking coffee.
I've drank so much of this coffee because, like, this is like my third cup basically.
Oh my
But
god.
I haven't had enough water today.
That's within a half hour.
Yeah.
That-
I made that stuff pretty strong too.
That's
Did
good
I?
for you.
How strong was it?
Pretty.
It
Well, you're the
tastes
one
pretty
drinking
good.
it black.
Yeah, I like black.
Drinking it, Wilson.
You know what I mean?
Wilson's black.
I would love to know who our second viewer is, but
They keep on leaving and coming back.
I think
It
it's
is Miss
I
Aaron.
think it's Callie.
ah,
Mm-hmm.
dedicated.
Well, if it is Callie, go
Callie, is it you?
Caleb, shut up.
I'm just kidding.
If I wasn't here, I would be watching this.
Same. This is funny.
And I'm glad I'm here.
Oh man.
Oh, I need to
Talk
tell
about
Jack
stuff
to
so I
get
can
on
come
it.
up with memories.
Oh yeah.
I think I should call.
Jack, no, Jack.
Just text your
He's in
group chat over there.
I can't believe how accurate you were on that voice.
Ben, I kind of
What
wish
is
you
the
weren't here, so
Indian
then we could
tribe?
have another viewer.
What is the Indian tribe that says
Ben's like, oh, frick me.
Come on, I'll just run home then.
over there in
The doors are probably locked.
Shoshone arrowheads?
Ben runs
Shoshone
home.
arrowheads.
Huh?
Over there in that pig pen, I found a couple of Shoshone arrowheads. Oh no, no!
What is that?
I found a couple of Shoshone arrowheads.
You suck at that.
I know.
Ben, I'm about to send you a picture of this thing I did on Skyrim. But don't look at it while you're driving.
It is Callie. Hi, Callie. Hi, Jacob.
Sounds like Lucas. Oh my gosh.
By the way, Jacob, you are goated at your Lucas impression. It is so funny. Every time you talk in his, every time you talk in his voice, I would definitely listen to that all day long.
Jacob was talking about Lucas one time. Like,
Jacob.
he was talking about something he said. Hang on. And Lucas goes, "That is a really good Lucas Hawthorne impression."
Jacob, send me a video of your Lucas Hawthorne impression, and I'll put it on the stream.
Yeah,
I want to hear it.
it's so good.
Man.
I kind of like working with Lucas.
We have 4 viewers.
I
Boy!
like watching Lucas
Hey, everybody.
wrestle everybody.
Hey,
Welcome. We just had a big laugh. You missed it. So,
it was
They can go
probably
back and
like
watch it.
5 minutes ago.
yeah, you can go back and watch it.
Whoever else is on, give us something to talk about. And
Give
we'll
me-
We really need some topic.
Zero
We'll
had
attempt
comment
to talk
9
about it.
times.
Donkey one didn't last long, so don't
He
say
needs
no.
a pal to comment with him.
A pal. We need some comment pals for Jacob.
Because
He
Jacob.
has 8.
Oh, he's got 9.
That's 9. Oh, there's 10.
Bet.
Okay. It took a while, but okay.
Yeah,
I bet he's just a little behind.
it is.
Yeah, it's probably delayed.
All right. Well,
It's probably like not as ahead as we are.
how do you?
Birthday stream tomorrow at 12. The strap is a year old. We have 70 subscribers in a year. That's a pretty good rate.
It's fun.
I was
Almost $1 an hour.
We have
365. Actually, probably about 369. Just for frick's
divided by
sake.
70.
That's not right.
369.
We have
That is 0.18 subscriber per day.
we have 33,000 views now. So, yay us. Cool.
Yay!
Yeah, thanks to Caleb and his farts.
Our stick of carrying y'all on my back. Through my butt, I guess.
Carrying all through his butt. Us through him.
We're carrying each other
We're
through
running
Caleb.
through him.
Running down just like old creek water.
Like a old creek water.
The old creek.
Oh, I got a story.
What's your story?
So today at work, I was throwing a rock at Lucas Hawthorne. But I missed the first time. And I don't know how to explain this.
Wait, so you're
So-
implying you threw more than one?
There's a creek down there,
I'm gonna say yeah.
and
It's a river. It's the
it's a river, okay? But there's a point, there's like 2 points, okay? And I was on one and Lucas was over here on the other. So in between there's water. And I threw a rock at him and missed, okay?
Mhm.
So I was like, I'm just gonna skip one. And I skip it, and I skipped it hard so it could actually make it. And it's it's a rock probably like this thick, probably like that long. And I skip it, and it hits the water, and like it literally made a sound when it went up. I threw it so hard, and it flew right into the back of his knee. Dead legged him on him. He almost fell in the water. And he was like, okay, I can't say what he said.
The noises he makes are so funny.
Oh man.
So a little bit later, he threw a rock at me and hit me in the mouth. I'm not lying.
Couldn't hit me in the chin with a rock.
One time, when me and Jake were throwing a football in a little field, it was probably like 30 yards. Jacob threw it in the woods, so I was going to get it, and he picked up this little rock, threw it probably 20 yards to the left of me, and it curved and hit me in the lip.
I love how simple your stories are.
How simply they are.
Dude, I remember, okay, one time me,
my English
Ben,
is-
and some reason Jackson White were going to swim at the Buzzards Roost.
Oh,
And,
yeah, you got stuck with the. I'm sorry.
Bryce and Jagger showed up, and for some reason at some point we just all four of us started chunking rocks at Jagger.
I'm pretty sure he was bleeding by the
For like
time we were
30 minutes, we're just every once in a while we're just chunking a rock at him.
He tried to fight back, but he didn't.
He started throwing them back, and then Bryce would like walk over to him and just chunk a rock at him from like 5 feet away. But at one point, like there was blood running down his arm, I'm pretty sure. But we kind of felt bad, but
We just kept doing
we
it.
kept doing it. But he kind of started throwing them back at us, so we didn't feel as bad.
Oh my gosh.
At least he could kind of.
Yeah,
fight back.
he was fighting back. This was,
I'm alright with
guess-
throwing rocks at each other. It's kind of fun.
I guess that was pre-broken collarbone for him.
Yeah.
I don't think we
That-
would have thrown
that
rocks at a
sucks,
guy who shattered his collarbone.
The
like
first play, not even the first kickoff of his senior high season, he's out for the
that.
year.
Do you remember what his dad said to him? He said, "Don't be a p word. Get back in there." He doesn't even have a collarbone anymore.
It wasn't broken, it was shattered.
Literally, he went to the doctor. They shoved a metal rod in his collarbone. It's still there.
His dad was probably thinking the whole time. He's like, "Still should have got back in there."
That was,
Isn't that about how he talks?
Yeah,
That's a little louder.
that was really good.
Jagger should have got back in there.
what, isn't his name David?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I kind of like him.
I feel like I was around him a lot one summer for some reason. Like he probably came into Bob's like every day for
He
a while.
does. He does.
Yeah, that's what it was. He likes
And
it
he
for
would
a
go,
while.
He would go to dairy first, and I would always be working dairy early in the freaking morning.
Caleb, did you ever have any crackheads come in for some late night munchies and pay with change from a pill bottle? I know it's very specific, but it happened to me multiple times.
Yeah, there was a guy come in and got a Venom and a candy bar. Like if we closed at 10, he got there at 9:55. If we closed at 9, he got there at like 8. He usually got there at like 9. He came in and got the same thing every day.
Dude, one time we had shut off the automatic doors, but we didn't lock them. And this guy comes up, and he points at the door. And we're like, no, we're closed.
Yeah.
And he goes, and he pries it open and walks in, and we're like, crap, we forgot to lock it. And so I don't even remember if we waited on him or not. I think we told him to leave, and he was like, I just need to get one thing. It ended up taking like 10 minutes. But, like, he literally pried the door open. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, but
It is.
we could have probably arrested him. But
That sounds like some kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
I had a dream.
well, he didn't look
Made me
very.
nervous.
He didn't look very threatening. I'd say he's probably like 5'6" or 5'7", like 100 pounds.
That might be
Like I could have
worse.
probably picked him up and just thrown him out if I wanted to. But
I had a dream. Can't remember exactly how it was, but I remember I was about like Caleb was leaving the Bob's parking lot,
Me
and I was
or him? Which one?
him, and I was trying to catch up with him, like, but he was driving off, so I was like, hey, and then he left. So I was like, what am I gonna do now? And then for some reason, I jumped into the store, and then it like all the lights got turned off, so I had to pry the door open and get out. And then I can't remember what happened.
That sounds like IKEA on Roblox.
But it was a really strange dream.
Speaking of strange dreams, I got the best strange dream. I know y'all have already heard the story, but all right. So, me and these three older brothers landed.
these three older brothers.
We was hunting up in the Appalachian Mountains, right? So, just to paint the picture, there's like two sides, and it goes down into like this sloping place, and then it goes up, and all these animals were coming down the up, and we were off on
They
the
were
side.
coming down the up.
It's crazy how that
Anyways,
makes sense. I
hey.
understood it.
Anyways, I was like, I'd look at them every once in a while. I had like the biggest rifle you could think of.
How big?
Big. Anyways, we lay in their prone position, and I would look down there. I'd see an animal. It'd be like a giraffe or something. I'd be like, "Is that the one?" And be like, "No."
Landon would do that.
Yeah, Landon would look at me and be like, "No." And then next one, there was like 30 animals go by. All of them no.
What were they?
I don't know. This was a long time ago.
You already
man.
said giraffe.
This is a good dream. This is like.
Anyways,
epic
anyways.
dream.
The best part's coming up. The climax of the dream is coming up. Then these three or four? Three sloths.
It was 3 of them.
Gigantic. Like huge. Like slopey part. Big slope. Literally took up the whole mountain. It was just like portraits of the sloths with like Muslim turbans on it. And they even had like the little Indian like jewel on their forehead. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I know that." And he looks at me, he's like,
How did he know what you were waiting on?
So I point my gun at it. At the one in the middle, it looks down at me, and it's in like their big old claws are like resting over the mountain. Looks down at me, and I point it right at the jewel in the middle of its forehead. Pull the trigger, and then the dream ends.
Yeah, that's how. You can't hurt anything in a dream.
Dude, I've got a great wild dream. I don't remember near as many details as that, but I remember it was
He installed
Me?
that story at least 50 times.
me.
So good.
Okay, if y'all have seen Indiana Jones, does anybody remember Marcus Brody? He was like in the first one, he was like the guy who helped Indiana Jones. Anyways, it was me and him for some reason, and the greatest third party ever, Charles Barkley.
What?
So us three, I don't know. This was before I even watched basketball.
That was
so
well
the,
delivered.
the fact that I really even know who Charles Barkley is at that point, I don't know how he made it into one of my dreams. But we three had to go like through this. It was like an escape house, but it was haunted and it was like real. Like we were stuck in a house. Like we had to get to the other side of the house, but we had to go through the house to get
How
there.
short is this thing?
And we basically, all I remember is it was us three, very strange group, and we had to go through a haunted house. So, yeah.
What the
Charles Barkley wasn't very much help. I do remember that.
touch it.
All right, y'all's turn. Y'all got dreams?
I had one. I was getting chased by a T-Rex one time, all over the place. It was a long time ago. And I went and hid under my shed, and I was just watching him massacre a whole city outside, but it was my yard. And he lifted up the whole shed that I was sitting under. And then that's all I remember. And I also had a dream where there was a hippo in a bathroom, and there was a rolled up chain link fence, like in a circle, and it grew legs and a face and started running around. It looked like Mr. DNA on Jurassic Park. Its face did. And it was running around in circles, and the hippo was chasing it in circles.
I have a true
Your turn.
story. One time we heard something.
True story.
We heard something eating the cat food outside, so we opened the door real fast, and there was a huge possum. So it ran all the way across the entire yard and went under the shed in the backyard. And then when we looked under there was another possum there.
You were there when this happened.
So we went and got the 22,
That's a good story. All right.
and
I'll go.
Caleb shot at the possums at least 7 times.
Turns out,
Missed every single one
turns
of them.
out this gun was very bad.
It was off like maybe 6 inches. So we went and got another one. Finally got both of them. And the bigger one of the two was probably like 4 feet long.
Yeah, this possum was huge. Like, it was bigger than most dogs.
Somebody else commented.
Yeah, it's Ian.
It's Ian.
All right, I've had a lot of weird.
All right,
dreams.
moving on to the next.
Wait, no.
Go, Caleb.
Go ahead.
I've had a lot of weird dreams, but the one I can remember the best is have y'all watched Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit?
Yeah.
No. You know what an orc is? It's like
Yeah.
a big,
Yeah.
strong goblin.
Yeah.
So I was getting chased by those.
Orc
guys.
assault. That's the best game
Oh, yeah.
ever.
On Ninja Kiwi.
I made Shrek as a orc on Skyrim one time.
All right,
All right,
you getting
continue,
chased by
Caleb.
an orc?
No, like 50 of them.
50 of
That's literally
And none of them,
yeah.
like all of them were huge. There wasn't any fat ones. There
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
any
that's
skinny ones.
Some
Like there wasn't. They were all exactly the same. I remember that specifically. Like they were all exactly the same. So I run literally
guitar.
into a bush.
Like you bounced off of it or you were in it?
No, like I was hiding in the bush.
Kills
I don't know how that
Fortnite.
even works. That's
50
what it
orcs.
now it reminds me of that. But they all ran past, and as soon as they ran past, I jumped out in the road. They all turned around and started chasing me. So on my way back through, there's this girl reach out and grab me with her arm and yank me in another bush, and they all run past again. And she leads me literally to the edge of the world and knocks me out. So I wake up and all the orcs are right there, just standing over me. So they all start, and I didn't feel anything, but they all literally started stabbing me and picked me up, punted me off the edge of the world. And I woke up. I remember looking at them like way up there, and I woke up like, you know how you fall, and you can like catch yourself. That's how I woke up, and my heart. I was literally sweating, and my heart rate was like 420.
You would be dead.
That's the one I remember the best, but I've had a lot of weird ones.
That is a good dream.
Oh, yeah. Possums. Possums are fun.
Go ahead, Ian.
Brutally did a possum.
Thanks, Bill.
No, I didn't do that. All right.
Every day for a summer.
I was brutally molested
That is our
by a
football
autistic possum. Anyways, me and my dad was running trap lines. Had one up under a bridge, and you know how bridges are like held up by these huge concrete columns? Well, we had a foot trap underneath there, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna step on this thing's head, release the trap, and you grab it by the tail and sling it." Because we were gonna sling it into the creek for whatever reason, you know, the only sensible thing that you can do. And
I couldn't
so
have ever thought of anything better.
I grabbed it. I wasn't looking where I was throwing it. I was just worried about is this thing gonna bite the frick out of my hand. And grabbed its tail. He was like, "All right, 3, 2, 1." Slung it. Hits dead center, halfway up the concrete column. This is like 15 foot in the air, mind you. lands on the land. My dad runs over there, says nothing, runs over there, steps on its head again. He's like, "You gotta get in the creek." So I run over there and just like sling it in the creek, and it swims off.
Slang?
Swing.
Oh, that's a good one. Slang.
I sling it in the creek. It swims off. It's like sideways.
Swims off the
Another possum story. One time,
I got hit by a flying possum. That's what he's
I was about to say that.
It's my
Okay,
story.
Okay, go ahead.
We got home one time, and there was a possum behind the freezer.
Wait, I have a story.
And my dad was like, "Jake, go hold the swing out of the way."
Heck off.
Go hold the swing out of the way, because we have a porch swing. So it was behind the freezer, right? And
Only its tail.
he
is
tail
sticking
hang out. Dad said, "Hold the freezer." Hold the swing out of the freezer. And
Hold the swing out of the way.
I went swinging and hold Daddy off. And big P awesome behind the freezer got slanch into my chest. I was just scared he was gonna latch on, so I just started sprinting off. It was great. Possum
this
grab
sounds-
nipple.
This sounds like you
Possum
just
go
took,
fly grab nipple.
the way you just said that story. It's like you took all the words in the story, hit randomize on the word, and just said what you got from there.
It was great.
Another time we heard a possum eating the cat food outside, so we opened the door, and my dad goes out, kicks the possum, and it goes like 15 feet, probably 8 feet in the air. It's just spinning around in the air.
I just imagine. Okay, so there's this weird like spin-off Puss in Boots movie, and he threw these little baby cats, and they were like
I
going
did
through
not
the
know
air.
that was in a bunch
Just
of pieces.
imagine
Don't
that.
say it, right?
Oh,
Have y'all noticed whenever Ben goes to say something, he's like, you can tell he's been thinking for a while that he wants to say it. He notices a tiny break in the conversation. He's like, okay, so he notices his time to shine,
I
and
really
he goes
don't
for
think
it.
about my stories up
No, you don't think at all.
Thank you.
Well, that into making fun of me today.
It hasn't, though, yet.
Man, I hate you.
Kale was just like, thank goodness I forgot about making fun of me.
Oh man.
It happens. It happens. I need another topic. Somebody spit something up there. Roller coasters. So I was on the Arkansas Twister one time. Do y'all know what that is?
Yeah.
And the guy pushed it all the way up to my chest, but it did not do anything. Like the bar, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like trying to lock it in, and it didn't do anything. Like I was still pushing it back and forth. And he looked back at me and was like, this was when I was really little too, like probably 5 or 6. My first time on it, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. So I'm
before
sitting
you
there.
go.
I'm sitting there, like this is the bar. I'm going like this, and the Arkansas Twister goes up pretty high and goes pretty fast down. The whole time the bar was moving back and forth. I could have flown out of that thing, but I ended up like latching onto it, just bouncing up and down. Like I wasn't on the seat. I was too little to be on the seat. That was probably one of the scariest times in my life.
All right, your turn.
All right.
We both know what you're thinking.
I don't remember. Was it Silver Dollar City?
Pirate ship.
It was
Yeah, the pirate ship. So me and Ben and Jake were going to ride the pirate ship, and obviously with us three, we're
This
gonna.
was a few years ago, so
Yeah.
I was still really little.
Ben was pretty small. I would say it was at least 3, maybe 4 years ago. But obviously, we're gonna sit on the very like highest one. So we want to be as far up as possible. And you know how they got like the little like steps. Like you go, every seat is like higher up. So the guy is going down. He's putting the bars down against us, and I decide it's a good idea for me to just like pooch out as far as possible. And so whenever they bring it down, it's like it stays out. And well, you look at Ben, and he's pretty small at this point.
It's probably this
It's like this far away from it, and we're on the top one. So like when it goes up, we're like completely like perpendicular to the ground. So the first time we go up, Ben like raises up like 2 feet out of his seat, and I just immediately stick my arm out in front of him. And the entire rest of the time, I'm like sitting there holding Ben so he doesn't just goes flying out of the seat. I'm like, that was a great idea.
So
We go up and it just goes.
Ben just keeps on.
So when me and my cousin, MJ goes to Caddo, and we're not that close, but like we're close and we are comfortable to talk, but like we don't hug each other or anything. Like, listen, just let me finish. Let me finish the story. Let me finish the story. So we went.
What is that? How you measure how much?
We're not that
We went
close.
to Dolphin.
We don't hug each other.
We went to Dolphin Island, okay? And we went out way freaking into the ocean to go catch fish. And we got put in the front. If you don't know, the front of the boat goes like this the whole time. And we were going
It's on a
fast.
hinge.
But the cushion that we were on, it was a two-person seat, and the cushion we were on literally flew off.
What?
So there's little bars like if I'm sitting like this, it's like right here. So I put my arm through that, and we lock arms around each other for like an hour. It was the most uncomfortable thing I've probably ever done.
We don't hug each
We
other.
don't- But we were
We
like
locked
literally about to fly off that boat, and they couldn't even see us because they're like, I don't know what kind of boat it was, but they were like way up here, looking right over our heads, and we were about to fly off the boat. Can't do anything about it. It was fun though.
Oh, we're back up to 4 views. Okay, we need to stop mentioning the viewers because every time we mention them, it goes back down to 2. Within,
All right.
Within like a minute.
What's Sweet Home Alabama? Because you hug your cousin.
Oh,
I embraced him with.
We're not that close. We don't make out or anything.
Yeah.
We just lock arms and ride around on a boat together.
We're not that close to give us sweet lovings.
And the water didn't hate.
not like Ian does to me.
Sweet lovins. We got some bitter lovins though.
Oh,
You ever
man.
given sweet lovins to your cousin?
You ever play Roblox? Man, oh man. Every time we get up to a decent viewer count, we lose
We
topic.
lose topics.
We got it. We got it. I can keep thinking of that.
You ever seen that video where they're like normal people and they like fish around with their charger until they plug it in? And it's like it's Chad's and they just plug it into the wall.
Oh yeah, they just stab it.
Can you
But I'm,
imagine?
I'm literally chewing my straw in pieces.
Chad.
Oh, that's what that pile is? That's your straw?
That's rat.
Those are rat turds.
That's how short it is now.
Wait, them same rats that we had battling up there?
Rat battle.
Rat battle.
Epic
Epic
rat
rat
battle
battle of the
of manliness.
3.
Manliness.
Yeah, that's our next channel we're gonna make, the epic rat battles of history.
Oh, you're so sweet, Jacob.
I can't spell what you're
You
saying.
take a
There'll
rat.
always be at least one viewer.
You've got dog fights. You got
Chicken fight.
chicken fights, and then you got rat battles.
And you got
Dude.
Jacob over here battling the straw.
I feel like rats would really just go at it. Like,
Have
you
you seen
put
the?
two rats in.
You put rats in a
Whenever
cage.
you say
The next day you
rat,
come back and there's like 30 of them.
whenever you
They
say
really
rat,
went at it.
I don't think anyone
That's what I got by going at
every
it.
time.
No, have y'all seen the Bob Minnery video where the two mice are like fighting? He's like, and this one crackhead battling over this 1 ounce of meth.
Every time
They're
anybody
just
says
like-
a rat battle, I immediately think of the rat bros off Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Rat bros?
Rat birds.
I think my
Ben, what do
favorite-
those sound like? I want you to demonstrate. Well, that was good.
Okay, it's, I remember one of them. It was like a rooster, so it like
It's a rooster rat bird. Okay.
Sounds like-
Ah, my straw! Got it.
got it with your.
Crotch.
Ben,
No.
Ben's still trying to think of how to make the sound.
I'm not doing that.
I think my favorite Bob Minnery video when he was like, We want to thank little Johnny from the Make-A-Wish Foundation for coming out today. And oh my goodness, his head is gone. He's freaking dead. Johnny has died. He's got hit in the head with a baseball.
He literally had a
just like laying there.
literally
It was
had
a
a
long drive.
potato for a heart.
No, it's on. I think it's on big something
Big
baseball.
juicy
Big
daddy.
Hit baseball. No,
There's that one
I
video
played
where
that
this,
game.
like,
on
Just
the
give me a
same off
potato
trip we
heart.
played.
Relay race
Was-
with our
it was in football,
Oh
No,
yeah,
it's super.
I wasn't there when
Super
that
Mega
happened,
Baseball.
but that
That's
was
what
funny.
baseball game's called.
and he was running. Like everyone was letting him score because he was like he had a potato for a heart.
Ben, what are you doing?
I think he's trying to describe.
Oh, he's talking
And then
about-
this
yeah.
one dude
Viral
destroys
video.
them,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he's like flexing on him and stuff. It's horrible.
Probably everybody has seen that ever.
Fake.
You know it's fake, right?
But it's funny.
It is hilarious.
You just said it was
First time I saw
horrible.
that, I cried. No joke,
What do
I
you
cried.
mean?
I thought it was
Wait. Didn't Ramsey cry at the Good Dinosaur?
Yeah, he cried at the dinosaur.
I did too.
What?
I cried in like
little. I
Toy
watched it,
Story.
like right when it came out.
Oh,
It was great.
Was it Toy Story 3 where they went in the
All their heads
nursing
got
home?
cut off. It was the
Or the daycare?
daycare.
There's-
exact opposite.
Anyways, they're like at the very end where they were in the like a furnace
Yeah.
and they're just like
Holding
holding hands. That brought a tear to my eye. I was like 8 years
That
old when I
movie
saw
was
that.
horrible. That was by far the
Not so hugging bear.
They had to have a bad one so to make the
How do
good
you
ones
know
better.
quotes from like every movie?
Dude, I don't know. I feel like 50% of what I say is like quotes from something.
You gotta look up a random movie generator and see if you know a from it.
Sure.
Pinocchio.
It's got to be like decently popular movies, though.
Random movie generator, okay?
There's a generator for everything.
Really is.
I don't even know what that means.
It
but,
really
you know.
do be.
Do we?
$4 nuggets.
No, Ben.
Let me see if I. The Spiderwick Chronicles.
Oh, frick that.
Dragon
I know
Ball
what
Z.
I don't know that
No,
either.
the Spider-
Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
What?
That was made in 1939. Sing.
I feel like movies back
That's the
then.
thing with the singing.
I feel like
animal, right?
movies in like 1930s were terrible, but
pig.
like I feel like they weren't even
Yeah, they're
movies.
enough.
There's a lot of animals.
I feel like they
There's a
didn't make
koala
things up.
that's
They were
the
just like,
host.
let's follow this guy. He's going to Washington. Hey, what's your name, sir? Mr. Smith. All right,
Smith
that's
goes
the
to
name of the
Washington.
movie. Mr. Smith goes to Washington. Do they just follow Mr. Smith around?
Sounds like a fun time.
Well, Mr. Smith knows a good time, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, that was the thing we were doing the other day, yesterday actually. You're just adding if you know what I mean to everything.
If you want to confuse somebody, you do one of two things. You
Take your
ask
clothes off.
somebody. All right, there's three things you can do. Take your clothes off will always confuse somebody. If
Throw
it's
spoons at them.
Like, all right, we're going different directions. All right, you can add just if you know what I mean to anything, and
What's the
it
difference
doesn't
between a
matter.
snail?
Like you just tell them like, what are we having for dinner? If you know what I mean. Like that's not it's just they're gonna be so confused. Or you can ask them a question like, Ian, what's your favorite color?
Green.
Well, that explains it. You never know. It doesn't make any sense. They're gonna be really confused.
Or you could add, that would sure look nice mounted on my wall.
Or
There's
What did Ross do? Ross
Sure would be a shame.
yeah, sure would be a shame.
They'd
It's
be like, they'd go up to random people and be like, oh, that's a cute baby. Sure would be a shame.
just walk off.
nothing else said.
Yeah, that's probably the best one, honestly.
Got a
Sure.
real
Oh,
pretty
you
mouth
would be
on you
ashamed.
there, boy.
Sure would be ashamed.
Jeez, is this sterile?
That just came from
It
the
came from the bag.
Toss me a.
Touch me up there.
Is there any Putzel? Have some Putzel.
Jacob said movie trivia. Oh, that would be fun.
Movie
Okay.
trivia.
Quiz
Doing
it,
something
quiz it.
like that would definitely give us multiple topics to talk about.
How have you not finished this coffee yet? You swallowed every one of those ice
Yeah,
creams.
there were like 30 of them.
That was cold.
Yeah, because it's swallowed ice.
Man buns.
What?
Not the hair kind.
Well, boy, have I got a picture for you.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Jacob.
Cute.
Barry be looking like Mike Wazowski over here.
Let's
if
see
you could see his
when
butt cheeks.
Cheez-Its were established.
What?
I don't think this. It doesn't look like this pile's growing anymore. This
2021. Man, that's fairly new, isn't it?
too big for this place.
Boys, that coffee's getting to me.
In a good way or a bad way? Like meth or crack?
More like
do you have
laxatives.
Oh my god.
Ian, do you have service?
Is it getting to you like meth or crack? I'm thinking X-Lax.
I think you do.
Jacob, go like the stream.
How have we not been streaming for an hour yet? We're almost there, but
Oh man.
God gone. Sabon Jose.
Ebenezer Weezer. These things are
Who
great.
who is that? Sabon Jose.
This is a really long.
That's a
55.
verb. That is a Mexican verb. What it means?
No, neither. I don't speak Mexican.
I think it's like
Spanish.
No, no.
yeah.
They speak that in other places than.
There's a
Mexico.
difference between Spanish, and Mexican Spanish.
No, no.
Not really.
Oh yeah, there's a huge difference.
One time
What do they
in
speak?
7th grade,
Well,
Sean tried to convince everybody in the class that Spanish people were not from Spain. And he knew that he
He
was
also
correct.
tried to say that an average wasn't actually the correct grade.
And he also
He
tried
said
to
it
say
was
that
unfair.
Delaware
He was like,
wasn't a
the
state.
averages aren't fair.
He's like, that's what's so bad about an averages. It doesn't give you the right grade.
And it screws you over.
Yeah, that's what he said.
said that at
Averages
least.
screw you over.
He also said that Delaware was not a state.
Yeah, he said Delaware's not a state, is it?
We could talk for another hour on things he said. I wish we recorded him because honestly, it's kind of funny.
It's really hard to believe sometimes.
He would lie about the work he did too. He'd get a packet, shove it in his backpack, and never see it again. And he would say that he turned it in.
He said, I did it like 3 times, but I guess you didn't get it. In reality, he just took 3 papers, never did them, and said that he did them. So he had to do them again.
It's so true.
Guys, how do you like his studio? Or I guess guys, it's Jacob.
this is Jacob and somebody else.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's Jacob.
Oh, it's Jacob and Jacob.
My teeth hurt from this freaking.
Well, we were up to 4 earlier.
Oh,
Did Callie leave?
We get 4 like
Probably.
randomly.
Oh, I got it.
Is it 1
I'm
o'clock
done with
yet?
this,
It's only 12:30.
My teeth hurt.
We started at 12.
I'm-
That's good enough. Look at the difference. Give me that.
We got AC.
Yes.
How do y'all feel about Jimmy Neutron
Chili.
and
Jimmy.
Carl Weezer by Sud?
Didn't watch it.
What?
What?
We should stream us watching Jimmy Neutron.
We don't say anything. We're just there.
watching. Jimmy
Yeah.
Neutron. We talking about the movie or the TV show?
Jacob does
We
a pretty
shouldn't
good
even
Carl
put
Weezer
on- we
impression,
shouldn't
too.
even let them see the movie. It's just us watching it.
The camera is like the point of view is from the TV, just watching it.
I didn't think
you
about it.
can just see like
I
the
was thinking
corner
about
of
it
the
like
TV.
That could
thinking
be
about it
really
from there to
creepy.
there.
Dude, that would be like they would literally just be watching us fall asleep at that point. You ever watch somebody
It'd be like a 24-hour stream, but we're actually sleeping.
Hey.
Like, hey. I wonder how many people would keep that stream on, even if they're
Oh.
not watching.
Wait, is it Jacob or Jacob?
It's absolutely.
It's-
Oh, Jimmy Neutron.
Clearly, it's him.
What the frick?
Refresh chat. He turns out he said it like a while ago. It just now loaded in, but he left.
Ah!
Man, oh man, oh
Speaking
man.
to ourselves at this point, Jacob, I want to say if you are actually still here, thank you because we're kind of dumb, but you've been very loyal to our. You've been loyal to our crap, apparently.
I had to finish your sentence.
There's no way that you can't hear that. This mic is great.
It really is. I need to buy one of these.
Here, let's
I
try
wasn't
that
trying
again.
to hide it. I just
Go.
that second. What?
What are we doing?
Going what?
Oh,
Going crap.
I think he already went.
You can stand up next to the wall and make it vibrate the whole wall.
It'd probably be like,
I would have to hold it for like 2 hours.
I kind of got that adrenaline rush of poop. But
Same. That's what I was talking about earlier when I said the coffee's getting to me.
Adrenaline
I might have drank like over 2 cups of the stuff.
stuff.
that sounded like a wet quep. Did you quep your pants?
I'm a
Quep.
If your kids make that sound,
I'm a wet easy.
Ian.
It's turned into a cool off.
hang on, ASMR.
Hey, everybody, be
ASMR.
quiet.
Everybody be quiet.
Terrible.
Oh,
My butt's wet.
Let's all do it. Let's just surround the mic and all do it at the same time.
we need to do that. Everybody get up to the
We need to feel each other's butts. My butt's there. Did you feel it? We need to do that. Dude, my cheeks are too fat. I can't do it.
Y'all are so much.
You're like,
Y'all are silly.
You're not enough, Caleb.
Caleb's a loser
We
because
lost
he didn't
Jacob with
participate.
that.
in
I
the
remember
cheating
one
match.
time when I was 6 months old, I got punted by a brick.
Remember.
Did y'all know it's a myth that toads do not give you warts?
So they do.
Ben's like, I give up.
Toads.
I peed on Eli's foot one time.
Say don't say anything except for what you're trying to say.
What?
Dude, one time,
Like toads give you warts or toads.
I think it
don't
was-
give you warts.
I
What are
think
you
it was
trying
my-
to say?
Toads do not give you warts.
my
One
junior
time-
year, my junior year when we went to Camp Siloam, we were all taking a shower. It was me, Oscar, and one other
was there
dude
for
in the
that.
in the different stalls, and it was obviously the different stalls.
Hilarious.
So me and Oscar or Oscar's in the middle. I'm on the side one, and there's another guy who's from Danville who's on the left side. His name was Zach. And Oscar this whole time was like threatening to like do something. I don't even know what he was saying he was gonna do, and he's like, Zach, I'm gonna squirt more shampoo on you or something like over the top. And Zach goes, I wouldn't do that. It's like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm gonna pee on you. Oscar keeps messing with him.
You gotta elaborate. There's 3 showers,
Yeah, yeah.
and the middle one is the only one with a drain. So
Yeah,
it
so
all
the
goes
one
to
has
the
the
middle.
drain. Everything goes down to the middle. And so he's like, I wouldn't do that. I gotta pee. And Oscar's like, no, you're lying. I'm calling your bluff. And Oscar keeps messing with him. And then it gets quiet for a little bit, other than, the water from the shower. And then Oscar just goes, "Ah!" starts peeing on his leg. And while he's peeing on his leg, the dude says, I told you not to mess with me. I had to go.
It was hilarious.
It was the greatest thing ever.
Because I think I was in the cabin, and it's just like an open door to the bathroom.
Yeah. It was a great time.
Oh man.
One of the times that Oscar has got humbled a little bit.
Let's do random things we did as kids that were completely stupid. So y'all
Peed
know
on Eli's foot.
y'all know Johnny Wheeler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to, before he came to Yellow, he would be with us, and I was really little then. He would be with us to go like basically get money for the camp. No, not a joke, okay. And we were at Camp Yellow about to leave, and I saw he was like probably 30 yards away. So my first thought was, I'm going to throw a rock at him. I hit
As
him.
anybody's first time.
I hit him right there. No joke. The whole day, his head was like this big. It was like way
How
out
big
here.
was the rock?
I don't remember, but I know I hit him hard. I was old enough to throw it to where it really hurts.
Talk about the thing you did with Triton.
Oh,
Triton.
this is one of the first times I ever went on the high school baseball field. It was for PE, and for some reason, our class and then like this random class from a few grades ahead of me
Literally.
got stuck together for PE, and it was Miss Brown, the library teacher. She was our PE teacher, and we got down on the baseball field, and I'm holding the kickball, and Triton standing right beside Miss Brown. So I walk on the baseball field. He's like 10 feet ahead of me. And I rear back and chunk that ball as hard as I can at his head. His head. And, like his face touched his chest. So he chased me in circles around her the whole time we were down at the baseball field. And I'd never even talked to him before.
Thought he looked like a good target.
That was our first
Encounter.
with each other. It was me throwing a ball at his head as hard as I freaking could. It wasn't one of those light kickballs. It was like one of the ones that has like a lot of grip on it.
Yeah.
It hurts your foot to kick.
One time, me, Jake, and Ditchko were swimming, and Jacob was wrestling, and I didn't want to. And he kept me underwater for
myself.
he kept me underwater for a little bit too long, so
Probably like a second.
it was like 10.
It's always longer whenever you can't do anything about it.
And whenever you're already out of breath before you go underwater.
That doesn't matter.
So I literally started crying because I was, one, mad, and two, I couldn't breathe. So we were about to leave, and I grabbed this rock. It's probably this big around.
I remember this.
I threw it probably 30 feet in the air, and when Jake's getting out of the creek, hits him right square dead center of the head.
He didn't even say anything either. He threw it up in the air and he was like,
I was like, I didn't know that I was gonna hit you, and it made a really loud, like, it made that kind of noise.
God was probably like, with the rock. He's probably like, right on Jacob's head.
So me and Jake was mowing my uncle's yard, and his neighbors got all these. He's got like 9 dogs over there, and they're so freaking annoying.
His
And one of them
neighbors?
comes over and one of them comes over and fights my uncle's dog. And
Mows.
mows
To be
my
fair,
uncle's dog.
Who's your
Anyways, Uncle Dan.
Okay.
And
To be fair, your uncle's dog's pretty puny.
yeah, I was about to say it's a pretty wimpy thing, and
Well, Ashton's dog only has 3 legs because he ran it over. Actually, Grizzly ran it over.
okay. Anyways, back to the story. So, I knew which dog it was because they told me before. They was like, "Yeah, look at that dog. It's the one that fought Mindy or whatever it's called."
Mandy.
Minnie? Mincy? I don't remember.
Minty?
Mincy.
Mint candy.
mince meat.
Name your dog
Buddies.
Mincemeat. All ground beef over there.
Spam.
So,
Chocolate.
we was mowing the yard. Jake was like weed eating next to me. I was mowing, and I stopped because this dog was we were both weed eating, and I stopped because this dog was running up to me and like bowing up on me and like running
was a
3 feet away
chihuahua.
from me. And I was like, that's enough to feel threatened. So I grabbed the closest rock. I didn't even look at it. I didn't apparently want to feel of it either. So I grabbed the rock. I swear it's the size of my palm. The rock is. I had to grab the thing with all my fingers, and I just like catapulted it at this dog. The dog's probably this big.
It runs like half the size of the dog.
It's it square in
It's
the
not
ribs. It
the size
does
of the
like
dog.
3 barrel rolls, whimpers, and goes off and sits beside the gate. I was like, oh!
It sat there for like 30 minutes.
It sat there the whole rest of the time we were weeding. I thought I killed the thing. It probably had like 8 spots. It was bleeding internally.
It's terrible.
Okay, I've
Jacob,
got,
do you want me to tell
hold
that
on,
story?
Hold on. I've got a really funny thing. It's not very long, but okay. Y'all know what a mini Yorkie is? Like it's literally like those things get like this big.
What
That's
the-
like all they get. One time, Tanner
Yorkie's not even
Hughbanks.
big to begin with.
I know, but Tanner Hughbanks, that his family had one, and he would all the time just mess with it and play with it by like jumping at it, like scaring it, and sometimes. And one time he said he scared it. It turned around to take off running. Immediately face planted into the leg of a stool. Got a bloody nose and just keeled over and died. From a bloody nose because he scared it and turned around and hit it. That's how small these things are. Got a bloody nose and died. They said it died in like 30 seconds from this
That
thing.
went from here to here.
Dude,
there,
it immediately like,
but
but
it got a
It was like,
bloody nose.
what do you know?
It
Keeled
got
over and
away.
died.
he was like, I felt really bad, but like, it's funny though.
Oh, there's something about me and dodgeballs. I threw one of those things at my grandma's dog one time, and I never got to pet it again. It died like 6 months later because it got out in the road. No joke.
No details given.
It went in the road. Great.
If you can
Well,
dodge a wrench, you can dodge a
Usually
ball,
there's the cattle.
but you can't dodge a car.
Go ahead, Ben. If you can dodge a ball,
Oh boy.
you can dodge 18.
Okay, so this was like 7 years ago or something.
Bull. It's not 7 years ago.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
That was a long
We're in
time ago.
2022 now.
Okay,
That's
so
2015.
Jacob was moving in to their new house. New, that was like 7 years ago. But I wasn't exactly comfortable with using the bathroom the first time I was in their house.
Why were you always scared of bathrooms?
So I had
Did something happen when you
I had to
you
crap.
to talk?
a lot.
Not really bad. A lot.
In large quantities. He had
So
like
I was
8
like,
turds shoved
Where's
up.
the bathroom? Then they showed me. I was like, I'll do it later. And
What was that? Wait up, Ben.
and we were like spying on the parents like out the window. They were out in the yard and we were just looking at them. And then when they looked at us, we kind of ran away.
I don't remember that much.
And then I was like, okay, I'm finally gonna go to the bathroom. I closed the door and it goes. And I was like, oh no. And then I spent like 10 minutes in there before I told them that I grabbed my pants.
And then they're like crying.
You were crying. Weren't you scared there was like a rat in there or something?
No, I'm sure it's fine.
You close the door and it goes.
And I was like,
No,
and
wait.
then later, I was bawling at this.
Ben
point.
goes in the bathroom, closes the door, and then his pants go boom.
And then I said, I told them, they were like, Ben, what's taking you so long? I was like, I pooped my they were dying laughing at this point, and that made me cry even more. So I sat down, and thankfully Jacob had like an extra pair of shorts and underwear, so I could use them. But yeah,
Use. And one
Thanks. Now I need some clothes.
Wipes out his dirty underwear with him.
Scoops it out.
and I think the worst part was all of them had to go tell Jacob's mom. And I was like,
Yeah, I've got a poop story.
I do too.
I've got two of them. One of them. Did y'all ever go to Play by Play?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went like once.
Yeah. So I flooded their bathroom.
In like 0.5 seconds.
And another time, I stayed the night with Ethan. I think it was after a birthday, so I think a lot of people stayed, and then everybody left, and I was still there. So we went over to his grandma's house, and when you go to Ethan's house, you eat a lot because she cooks like 450 chicken sliders a day.
When you go to Ethan's house, you better be
No,
ready
seriously, she'll
to
cook
eat.
like a 4-course breakfast. I don't know, like she makes a frick ton of chicken sliders, and you can eat those.
Like,
You can
that's
eat
the
those all
only-
day long.
The only thing she makes is chicken sliders. She's
Chicken
like,
sliders
here's your
and
breakfast,
peanut butter
chicken
Rice Krispies.
sliders.
Peanut butter and Rice Krispies. Okay, anyway, we go over to Ethan's grandma's house. It's like right down the road, and I go in there, like 10 minutes of sitting on the couch, and I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
So I clogged it, okay?
Straight up just chicken splatter.
As you do.
Okay, so I couldn't get it unclogged. Freaking Marcy actually had to do it. And Ethan goes in there, like, right after that happens, and he reclogged it. They flush things down the toilet to make sure it works, so it was fine, and he reclogged it
Wait, they flushed things down the toilet?
like toilet paper.
Somebody go get the rubber duck. We gotta make sure this is flushing right.
It-
All right, well that's gone. We're good to go.
So within a span of 10 minutes, that toilet went through it. It was an ordeal.
All right, time for my poop story. I had a birthday party because all kids have birthday parties, and we was playing hide and seek.
Ahead of yourself.
And this was back at our old house, so we had like tons of woods and just like this big old open field of like 4 acres.
I love that place so
It was
much.
great.
Warm
And
you?
I was hiding out in these woods next to a field, and the seeker was like in the field. They look over to the right, and I'm like propped up against the. Propped up against the tree like this, going poop. I look over, they're looking at me. They're like, they're like, "Hey, you taking a poop?" I was like, "Yeah."
You didn't think to
I
go
think it
in the
was me.
house?
No, dude, I was playing hide and seek.
I think it was me because I was always it at that place.
At that place?
Yeah, every time we were there, they would
But-
make me be it.
But here's the thing, I didn't have toilet paper or even leaves. It was all dead leaves, so I had to go back to the house anyways.
This story was already funny. You didn't have to tell us that.
Oh man.
Yeah, you taking a poop? You got a poop story? Pointing at us.
Every day.
One time at Siloam, we were in a really big hurry because it was dinner time. And he says, "Hold up, I gotta go poop real quick." And when he says real quick, he meant real quick. So I was just waiting in the cabin.
Wait, who is this?
It was
Me.
Caleb. So he went in there. I sat on my bed for probably 20 seconds.
It's probably on
Then
the
he
phone.
comes out. I was like, "Did you already poop?" He was like, "Yep." The velocity of that came out was unmatched. He was in there for probably a minute.
Dude, it was like
Sometimes it just happens. You don't really gotta do that much after.
and that minute is including washing my hands.
You were probably sitting on the toilet for probably 20 seconds.
I don't think I sat on it. I think it just
Just like
You're like,
you were
you
in
know
the
when you do a
process
box
of-
squat and you like tap it and you come up. That was basically it right there.
Pull
in
your
the
pants down,
process
pull
of
'em up.
sitting down.
Watch your hand.
and wide.
It was like
No.
No, forget that.
he was in the process
That's not
of sitting
dirty.
down. He was like,
Probably sounded made too. I don't think there was much forcing out on that one.
One time at Jake and Marge's house, we were all just sitting on the deck. And then I was in a lawn chair. So I started like kind of jumping in like this. And then after like maybe
It's like,
three or after like maybe 3 or 4 like kind of little jumps, the back of the chair went like that, and I fell like back first off of the porch.
The straw's gone, by the way. Completely gone.
So yeah, everybody was laughing at me.
great story.
I mean, what else can we talk about at
I have
this point?
a funny story about a broken window.
Go
You know
ahead.
when Cougar
We have
broke
3
that thing?
viewers now.
So he was tapping. Okay, the windows at Camp Yellowwiggle are like that thick. Okay. So I look over. I'm on the volleyball area that sometimes has a net is like right beside the boys' dorm, and he walked up laughing. I didn't know what he was up to, but he was laughing already. So he goes and taps on the window like this, like real light. He turns back at me, smiles, starts laughing again. I don't know what he's doing. He turns back around, does one little knock. Glass shatters everywhere. It was like all up and down his arm.
He's got scars from that.
Yeah, he literally cut his
So who
vein
is
open.
that?
Cougar Rutledge.
Oh.
It was I don't know what he was laughing about or why he was even knocking on the window, but he ended up with glass in his arm. They put a cardboard box over that,
I remember
and
that. That was there for a long time.
it was there for like 2 years. They couldn't get anybody to come fix the freaking window.
So Eli, yeah, okay. So you know, like those big mason jars, right? Like the huge ones. Well, Eli had one of those at my grandma's old house, Nanny Papa, and he was in his socks, and they had a tile floor on their kitchen. He was running
tile.
from one end of the kitchen to the other with the glass jar in his hand. I guess he took the corner too hard and slips and falls. Glass shatters everywhere. He cuts the tip of his thumb off.
What?
Yeah.
Did he like fall on the bottle?
I don't know. I wasn't in there. I was playing computer games.
Dude, those were the funnest computer games on their
I
computer.
think my favorite one was Yoda dress up.
Bro, I played Batman games, Squidward games, everything.
Star Wars games for sure.
Dude, I played lots of Lego games on that.
When we're
I feel
not
like.
I remember one
I would
time.
get on my like gamer tag, whatever, Rexer Splat, literally came from the Cartoon Network website.
Oh, that was good. That's really good.
I know.
Birthday stream tomorrow.
Birthday stream tomorrow. Make sure you check in at it.
Yeah, we make sure.
It's gonna be during the day, so hopefully we have.
Jacob knows 100% we are doing the birthday stream tomorrow.
He's gonna be at work though.
Yeah.
No, it's so.
All
It's gonna be a
right.
long stream. He can make it.